In this CMMS software training video, I'm going to instruct on downtime or equipment failures. So I'm going to start by going to the downtime data entry screen. Okay, when I open the screen, I've got a listing of downtime occurrences. And to begin with, I'd like to talk about what downtime is. Okay, so downtime is going to be an equipment item with a failure cause, as we can see here, and then it's going to have three components to the downtime that may be used. Okay, so I'd like to explain these three components. Now keep in mind you can use them however you want, but the recommended way would be as follows, and I'll just do an example. Let's say, for example, a piece of equipment breaks down, let's say at 10 a.m. and then the maintenance department is notified and they respond at, for example, 10:05 a.m. and the equipment is down for half an hour altogether, so the operator presses the start button at 10:30 a.m. So what we would have is 10:30 a.m. minus 10 a.m. would give us 30 minutes of downtime, or time down as it says here. Since it took the maintenance department 5 minutes to arrive, we would have 25 minutes of repair time. And then we have this last field over here called impact. Now impact is an open field in MaintSmart that you can use to track an opportunity cost would be one thing you can use it for. So let's just say, for example, when this line is down, the manufacturing side of this business estimates that it costs the company $1,000 an hour. Okay, so what we could do is we could quantify that cost. Now, first of all, let's figure out what our actual impact is. Perhaps when that line is down, they had to remake product to accommodate what was lost when this line was down. Now I'm kind of talking about a specialized circumstance, but again, this is just an example. So let's say, for example, on the manufacturing side, they lost 60 minutes of production time. So we'll put 60 minutes in there. And by the way, this is in minutes. So how is this quantified dollar-wise? Well, the way you do that is you go into the Process on Line screen, and you go to the line, and let's just say, for example, it was this line that equipment was contained under, and if it was 1 hour that cost $1,250, you'd put 1 here and put in the amount here. You'd also check this checkbox. By doing this, you can obtain a cost of downtime report, which will include the impact time, or the lost time to the company, other than maintenance related costs. Okay, and you may notice here it says number of employees, hourly wage. Another way you could use this, you could say, well, we have 5 employees on this line and they're idled when this breaks down, and their overall wage rate is, say, for example, $25 an hour. If we did that, then the program would calculate the impact cost in that manner. Okay, so that's how we calculate that. Alright, so the other question that often comes up regarding downtime is, well, why don't we just do this as a work order? Well, the reason is this program separates out downtime, which is actually a breakdown of equipment, from work used to repair the equipment, which would be a work order. Okay, why do we do this? Well, the reason is it provides much better tracking and accountability of the equipment failures and the work, because they are two different things. Also, for the overall equipment effectiveness part of the program and the reliability analysis, it's needed to be broken down this way. So often the next question that comes up is, well, how do I create a repair work order from a downtime record? And you can do that here, and I'm going to illustrate that in just a moment. Alright, so let's start by just creating a downtime record. Click New. And a lot of these fields populated for me. And we have some defaults set apparently. So I'll pick an equipment item. I'll pick a cause of breakdown. I'll just pick the first one here. I can put in some comments. I can pick a downtime type. Of course, this is completely configurable by the user. And we can go ahead and enter the time down. Okay. So once we've done that, we click Save, and that added the record. Alright. So there we go, and that's our new record. So how do we create a work order from a downtime? Well, let's create another one here. I'm going to go in here. I'll just pick the same things. And we'll put some time in. And if you double left mouse click on the field, it'll copy the time down. If there's nothing in there already, into that field automatically. That's what I did here on Impact. Okay, so once we've done this, I'm going to check Auto Create Work Order. And if MaintSmart already has a repair task associated with this breakdown cause on this equipment, then it will just automatically create the work order without any other user interaction. If it doesn't, it's going to prompt you for a repair task. Because really that's the only piece of information we're missing here. Okay, so I'll click Save. And apparently there must have been a repair task in there because I didn't get notified of anything. So we'll go into the... Okay. There we go. Okay, so apparently for that particular downtime cause, there was a repair task. And in the comments, it showed us which downtime record it's linked to. Okay, so we automatically created a work order from the downtime. Now, let's try another situation here. Let me pick another piece of equipment, and I'll hope that there's nothing associated with this so I can illustrate this. We'll say air compressor failure. And we'll give it a little bit of time. Double left mouse click. Okay, and I have auto create. I click save. Okay, this time we didn't get one pop up automatically, so what we're going to do is pick a task, and then if we want to continue using this task for this equipment and this failure in the future, we can map this task to this failure caused this equipment. We just simply check that, and then we'll click use. Now when we click save, it's going to create the work order. If we want the work order to come up automatically, there's a way to do that. Let's see, where is it? Maybe it's... Okay, print work order on save. And hopefully it'll come up in a print preview. So when I click save, okay, so our work order came up automatically. And this would have gone out to your printer automatically, but we brought it up in a print preview. In this case, you can see it. So there you have it. You can automatically create a work order from a downtime instance.